Hi guys, it's Unders. Do you not have a MIDI keyboard, or are you not very good at playing out on pads or on keyboard, and you find that your notes and velocities are quite rigid? I'm going to show you a really quick technique to humanize that and give it more of a natural played feel. Let's get into that. Say my name out loud. Hi guys, we're here with another Logic video. I'm going to show you how to humanize your MIDI sound. So when you've programmed MIDI sounds in, if you haven't played it on a keyboard or hammered it on some pads, it won't have velocity variations and it will tend to be slammed right on the grid. Now sometimes that works, depending on the sort of sound you've built. It might be a little bit lazy and give it its own groove and things like that. I feel with this track currently it's working pretty well, sounding like this. It swings along quite nicely, but if I wanted to add some variation, what you can do is, for example, I'm just going to solo this bit of bass here, which is this. And let's have a look at this particular bit of MIDI here. Double click that and we can bring up the editor, or we can highlight it and press E, and that's going to bring that up there as well. Let's make it a little bit larger for you guys. So we can see here we've got just this section looped, but we've got two selected because we're crazy. Let's just select the one. There we go. If we press this little icon up here that looks like three little magic wands going to fight a war of some kind, who knows, we're going to bring up our controller data. We go into note velocity, we can see these are all bang on the same velocity. We might not want that. It might be something that's really dynamic, say a piano, which really changes in feel. Doesn't really happen with this bass we've made here, because I think I've just made it as a twisted up sample, incomplete, and then destroyed it with Saturn. But hey, let's pretend it's going to be something that makes a difference. And then this is all bang on the grid. That feels very rigid in a lot of cases. Perfect for this type of music, perfect for this track. If we want to just really quickly give that more of a natural feel, we can grab said notes and we have functions in here. We have MIDI transform, and then just down here we have something called humanize. Now humanize takes a few different parameters. It takes position, velocity and length. What I would generally look at changing is velocity just by say 4%, and we are 00010 on position, meaning it's just going to shuffle them ever so slightly off the grid. If we then do select and operate, we will see it shuffled those notes ever so slightly. If I command Z, you see the notes snap back in, yeah? And I can't remember what redo is. Redo transform with shift command Z. There we go. We can see them move ever so slightly. And you see that the velocities have changed just that little bit as well. Now it may not even be perceptual, but if we go from the initial one into the second one, which is still super rigid, see, it feels just that little bit looser, and it's definitely something to try and play around with if you're not in the position to record, or maybe your recording is a little sloppy and you have to then snap back to the grid. You can then apply just a little bit of this, which gives the feeling of a more natural human player who's also very accurate, and you can vary the percentages. I find sort of that 00010 and the 4% in velocity value gives what you need. Really depends on what you're working on. Just have a play around with it. Create, guys, if it's helpful for you, you want to know more about these sort of functions, please just drop a comment down below and I shall see what I can get created for you. Thank you very much for watching.